Okay, we're recording. Go ahead and tell me the story.
Well, this would be the first spot that we had an interaction with what may have been a dogman, possibly a Bigfoot. We're out on Nelson Road here in southwest Rock County, Wisconsin. This is the last parking lot. Be on the west side of the road before you get to the bridge going over the Sugar River, which is down here. That night we pulled in here. My truck was parked where my vehicle is right now. This is over 10 years ago, so a lot has changed. It's overgrown, and
But this is a little parking area
this is the little parking spot, yeah.
where you can just do a turnaround
Yep,
or just park here
for hunting.
off the road. Okay.
So these were the trees right here. Obviously they're a lot bigger than they were, 13, 14 years ago or whatever. But that night, parked on the opposite side of the parking lot here and then looked over, and it was a similar situation like this, where we saw the cat that was impaled on one of the saplings, or these smaller trees here. And I'd say it was about the right height from where it was. And I remember the branch was broken like this and it was impaled. And I'd say that the tree itself was probably about that big around. It was not very big around. But I remember walking up to it and looking at it and seeing that it looked wet, and then just kind of touching it, and it was obviously saliva or kind of goo. But it seemed like something was chewing on it. So my friend and I were standing here, we see this, and we're like, okay, let's go back to the truck. So we walked back to the truck, and we got in the back of the truck with our spotlights and had our shotguns loaded up, and we shined across the road here. We were shining kind of around here, and then we started making our way with our spotlight this way, and then boom, that's when we saw the set of eyes. And just across the street, maybe about 20 yards into the trees, that's where we saw it. And I'd say all of 20, 25 feet up in the tree. It was a ways up in the tree. And then it came down.
And it was summertime.
No, this was November, the first time. Yep.
Okay.
The second time was in the summertime. We were fishing. But yeah, just like it is now, there was no, it was end of November, I want to say.
Okay. So
There was
there's
no
foliage.
leaves on the tree, yeah.
Okay.
But it was before winter. You could hear it running through the leaf litter on the ground and just making all sorts of noise coming down the tree, running. And then I'd say right about here, maybe about 50 yards away, it hit the road, and you could hear it running on the road. And we lost it from there. We never moved out of the truck. All this happened in a matter of like 2 seconds. It was so quick, just down the tree, and then gone. And it was definitely bipedal. It was huge. Not a bear, not a person. It moved really fast.
And then the other thing is that Katie Zahn had her sighting just down the road, the
Yep.
direction that it ran. Am I correct?
You are correct, yes. So this road right here, Nelson Road, maybe about 150 yards down the road is the river and the bridge. And from what I could tell from when they filmed the Monster Quest episode, it was right by this bridge it'd be the west side of the bridge, still on the north side as well. So the northwest side of the corner of the bridge there, down in there, there's actually kind of a little backwater that comes in there when the river's high. Right now it's flooded pretty good, but yeah, you can see it right from the road. It's clear as day. That's where they were at.
And how far down the road is that from here?
Uh,
About?
we walk right up to the road here, about 150 yards,
Yeah,
a little
so
over a
it's
football
real
field.
close.
Yeah,
And that's where she saw the three dog men cupping their hands and drinking out of the Sugar River, right?
yep, it's the Sugar
Okay.
River.